Hey guys, what is up? Aoki here, bringing you something a little different today. So a viewer brought it to my attention that TYLER1 actually recently played Leona in a high elo match. He was autofilled to support. He played our Leona. Apparently, he even gave us a shout out when he locked it in. So we're gonna do something a little different today. We're gonna watch TYLER1 play some Leona. Should be pretty interesting. Now, the first thing I want to note is that TYLER1 is using the Lunar Eclipse Leona, which is 100% the worst skin you could ever use in a high elo Leona game. Leona has a surprising amount of animation cancels, and those skins are notoriously very, very clunky. But they do look really cool, and I'm sure that's what he cared about. Alright, so let's get into the laning phase. Okay, the first thing that I noticed is that I don't know how this lobby happened. This game is probably very late at night because both supports are autofilled. We've got TYLER1 who's queuing for top and Harambe who queues for top. Harambe is a high elo Wukong one trick, so this should be a really interesting game because we got two autofilled supports, but they are playing Nautilus and Leona. The Nautilus Leona matchup is pretty straightforward. You know, Nautilus is much better team fighter. Leona's much better in lane, and Nautilus provides a lot of different types of CC. He's got a displacement, he's got a knockup, he's got a root, and he can kind of CC a lot of people with a lot of different things, whereas Leona does one thing to usually one person. She's got one type of CC. No idea why he went E. There are lanes where you can go E, but in a matchup like this, you are literally never going to want to use E. Yeah, you're only going to want to start queuing this in case Nautilus gets the drop on you at level 1 or level 2. Alright, Nautilus is missing. This is really, really good engage. Super, super good catch. He leveled up Q super fast at level 2. He knew exactly how much experience he needed. Yeah, honestly, honestly, dude, I don't know how this game's gonna go out. Because, I don't know how this game's gonna go down, because I honestly, when someone told me that Tyler played Leona, I just expected him to hyper int, but to be honest, Leona kind of suits Tyler. She's incredibly, incredibly aggro, and he has a lot of experience in the bot lane, and I think he likes playing with Leonas. So he knows exactly what he wants to see out of a Leona, which was that aggressive play. Made really, really good advantage of the fact that, Harambe / Nautilus was caught warding. Just instant level 2, man. You know what, dude? Like I said, man, I thought you'd int it, Tyler, but I kind of feel like Leona suits him, bro. I feel like he could be a pretty good Leona player. We'll see, though. We'll see. I'm giving him a lot of praise for one good engage. But those are sums down bot. We'll see what he does with them. He's zoning pretty smart. He's not overextending in case there's a jungler gank bot. But notice he is actually pressuring this Aphelios off of CS as much as he can without leaving the minions. Because when he steps in front of minions, yeah, that one wasn't too good. That one wasn't too good. And he waited so long to stun. Yeah, not nearly as good as the first engage. The biggest problem is that he waited so long to stun. Nautilus, I mean, that was just Nautilus misplaying, honestly, overstaying. So this engage back here. Not that one. This one. He tries to get the E on Aphelios, doesn't quite get it. If he had pre-popped his Q, so Leona has an interaction where if you pre-pop your Q, as in you press Q while you're Eing in, you will automatically get the stun off. So, and Nautilus has really, really slow animations, so when he goes to root you with his auto attack, while he's going like this, while he's in motion to root you, you can actually stun him out of that with Leona's Q. So, I mean, they got a 2-for-1 on their gang, so that's pretty good. But could have been better, bro. Could have been better. Good looks, though, man. I think he just asked. Yeah, you max W. Always max W. You max W, E, Q. The reason you do, W, E, Q. The reason you don't max Q is it doesn't lower the cooldown. It used to, but it doesn't anymore, so there's absolutely no point in maxing it. It just adds 10 damage every time you max it, I think. Alright, so see what he buys here. Alright, we've got 900 gold. We can 100% get Swifties. We should have gotten Swifties here. You get early Swifties 5 minutes into the game. Unfortunately, he was 100 short from Mobies, I believe. but getting Swifties and immediately pathing mid here could absolutely tear a hole into this game. Like, he got tier 1 boots, which is like, okay. I think he was either holding up for Mobies, or I know a lot of pro players are building steel caps.
Nobody builds Mobies anymore.
Nobody builds Mobies anymore, he says. Yeah, I mean, you don't. You're right. People don't build Mobies anymore because the about halfway through last season they made it 100 gold more expensive, which is a huge, huge kneecap to the support role getting them. 100 gold is not a lot to any other role. You know, it's like a cannon and a half for farming roles, but for support role,
I see a lot of Mercs and Tabs and Lucidity for sure.
yeah. Lucidity, not so much, but I'm seeing a lot of, especially pro play, playing plated steel caps, actually. But he definitely still could have grabbed Swifties there and made a... You want to path straight to mid.
Aoki goes Swifties.
Ah, there it is. Aoki goes Swifties, he says. Yes, sir, I do. And 100% you should have too, man. Hopefully it pays off, though. I'm guessing he'll probably go Merc Treads, just looking at their team. But I 100% would have gone Swifties. Oh! Okay, dude, he stressed me out there, man. I thought he was going to miss the cannon. Alright, that's a very, very iffy weird ward to go for, by the way. Don't try to clear that ward, Tyler. Oh, he's got his jungler here now. I can't really see his minimap very well. Oh, he's got his minimap hidden. That's why. There's like this weird little like YouTube thing on top of it too, so I couldn't tell it was hidden. Shifter about to get styled on. Alright, so they're kind of in an awkward place where they're kind of just like wasting their jungler's time. Leona is the type of champion where you can really only do things. You want to think of the lane in terms of like thirds. Like from here to here is their third. Anytime the wave is here, you really can't contribute anything to Leona other than pushing the wave and getting it out of this third. Like, or diving, but obviously they're not in like a position to be diving. So you want to definitely be pushing this and getting it back out into this neutral third. So this is neutral third, and then this is their third as well. This is your third. But yeah, well, once you're close to their third, the risk of taking an early game tower shot is just like way too detrimental to Leona. I don't know what he's saying here. Walking to his red. See, guys, all these Twitch rivals with me playing with Tyler, it's allowing me to speak his language, guys. I'm learning the ancient language of T1. Alright, let's get some action going though, boys. See what's going on here. Mostly a farming lane. See, that's one of the worst parts about play. Yeah, he did go Merc Treads, by the way. So he's going Merc Treads and now roaming. So that's kind of like two different things that you want to be doing, right? Like, he's not even the only frontline on his team, so I don't even think he needs Merc Treads. I definitely think, especially with that early lead, getting roaming boots early in the game is like infinitely better, right? He got those 2 assists. He had just enough gold to get Swifties. He should have gone Swifties and just like taken over this entire game. Roaming is 100% like the play as a support right now. Like, he's getting good vision out here actually. I wouldn't be walking back this way though. This is way too risky. To assume that there is no one at their red and at their like red side lane bush, like at their tier 2 mid turret, and there's no one here. He could be running into them here, and you always want to be thinking about the worst case scenario. So he could have been face check. He could have face checked him there. But that's really good getting deep vision like that. Like really, really good. Like almost like risky.
Dude, I thought Shaco was bad at farming, bro.
Okay. So you got Shaco's ult for free there, and he didn't waste his W, which is pretty good.
Dude, all I see on Shaco's Twitter is Shaco can't farm raptors. Why is this guy out farming my fucking...
I mean, this is just like classic like League of Legends, like, jungle diff, dude, jungle diff, man. I want to see some action, bro. Let's get some kills, Tyler. Alright, so let's see what happens here. Alright, so mid lane got ganked. We know Shaco is mid now. We've got level 6. Okay, So I kind of touched on it earlier, but one of the biggest reasons why Leona actually just like hard stomps Nautilus and was one of the best matchups for him, if you're gonna choose a tank, is because Nautilus is incredibly reliant on Aftershock, whereas Leona has Aftershock and her W for survivability. Nautilus has Aftershock and his W, which is like a little bit of a shield, but having a little bit of a health shield is nowhere near as useful as the resistances that Leona's W gives her. So if it comes down into like a face check match, Nautilus is going to instantly proc his Aftershock, and then like 4 seconds later be incredibly killable if Leona just locks him down. Yeah, Tyler just said he wants to be aggressive with his jungler, but he bought Merc Treads, so like this should be pretty free though. Also, having 1,000 gold means he's probably not getting as many back timers in as he should be. Okay, that's clearly a clone. Like, obviously clone.
It's the real one right here.
Yep. Good call, good call, good call. Good call. My boy T1 knows the Shaco plays. Alright, so once again, she buys...
4-0-0-0.
Yeah, so once again, he buys and paths it immediately down to bot. That's like basically like wasting your role. You want to be like... You want to take advantage of the fact that support is not shackled to bot lane, right? Like, what does he actually get by pathing straight to bot here? I guess he got to clear a ward. He gets to be here for this experience. But yeah, he wants to be way more heavily roaming. Tyler, I know you're going to do a support to challenger challenge here soon. Homie, hit me up. Because I can seriously, like, I think, one, Leona's a great fit for you. And two, Leona's going to be the champion that you're going to want to play. I don't think he's going to want to play like Yumi or Lulu to challenger. So, homie, hit up your boy Aoki, all right, for some tips. And I'll help you, man. Very low kill game. Actually, I honestly expected this to be just like a complete fiesta. Very low kill count game. Alright. Dude, ganking Akali as Leona is so miserable, bro. There's so many ways that she can buffer her dash out and, like, make you, like, waste your ult. Or, like, you know, buffer her, Good stuff, bro. Good stuff, actually. Dude, he's actually very, like, I think he actually has pretty good instincts because he's not wasting his Aftershock and his W at the same time. Like, a lot of people just, like, when they realize that they walked into a, support diff, true. When they realize they walked into a Shaco trap, they just, like, you know, they would use their Q, waste their Aftershock and their W, and then within, like, 6 seconds they'd be very vulnerable and, like, probably die. But he actually, like, spaced those out pretty well, which is something that I don't see a lot of Leonas doing. Dude, this game is going so differently than I thought it would, actually. Now, his team is actually, like, kind of just hard running the map. I don't know what he's doing here. His team is kind of hard running the map, so that helps. You know, he didn't get the bot lane special of getting, like, 4-man TP'd in on. Alright, we're zoning. We're zoning away from objectives. I think it's the right one, actually. Nope. It was the left. So, Leona's build's pretty hard to mess up. Other than boots, you know, and, like, it kind of comes down to playstyle and what boots you should go. But Leona's build's pretty hard to mess up. I would be very surprised if he messed up Leona's build or runes. You know, it's pretty much just like lock it into Zeke's or Knight's Vow. This game I would probably go Knight's Vow, just because you've got a hyper carry on Kaisa. Alright, here we go. Here's the action, boys. Here's the action. So we're looking for dives. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm not seeing him. Oh, see, that's exactly what I was talking about earlier, dude. So, what you want to be doing there, Tyler, is chaining your E into your R. That's the only way that you can reliably land your R on hyper-mobile champions like Akali, like Ezreal, like Zed, like literally anyone with a dash that can easily buffer that out. Because you can actually cast your Q and your R at any point during your E. right? So you can E them, and it's a 0.5 second root, especially if she doesn't have Legend Tenacity or Merc Treads. And it's very, very easy to just chain the E into the R. And that will make it so you won't be missing these ultis like that. Also, I don't see him chaining combos or chaining like weaving auto attacks in and out. So like auto Q auto, E auto, stuff like that. Oh, I would definitely have stayed on your ADC here. I think she's going to kill him because Kai'Sa's super, super fed. But going on to the Shaco here and peeling a full HP Zed instead of your 10 HP Kai'Sa, it's suspect. Oh, Kai'Sa actually dies because of it. Yeah, I would say that's just like an in-the-moment decision-making error. 009, though. He's kind of killing it, guys. He's kind of killing it. Alright, so we catch Shaco here again. He's also not buying nearly enough control wards, I think. I have been skipping around a lot, so maybe he's like putting them down. And I also can't see the map, so I'm not exactly sure where his wards are at. Also, definitely be leashing that Scuttle Crab. Just pop it with the Q. Shaves off like 3 seconds of your team killing it. Now, Shaco's dead, so there's literally like no one that can steal it, so I would say like come out here and zone, but there's no real reason to. Yo guys, let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this. Just like me watching like, you know, streamers playing my mains, or just get, you know, this type of like content. I wanted to kind of just woke up and wanted to do something a little different today. Alright, this is very, very suspect. We have one minion. Aphelios and Nautilus are right in front of the turret. Yeah, that was super, super sus. Oh, he finally gets his first death. Let's see how it happens here, guys. Let's see. I said he's doing some sus stuff, man. He's getting a little too full of himself. I'm guessing he goes for a dive? Yes, sir. Oh my god, what was that ult? Yo, Tyler, what was that, man?
My bad.
He said, my bad. Hey, at least he seems to be enjoying himself. Nice! There it is, boys. The T1 roll. I wonder which one's the real one.
Support that bitch.
Support div. True, bro. True. Alright, so at this stage of the game, they're pretty much just like walking it in, right? I would have been
Damn, okay.
I would have used my Q on Nautilus there. Make sure he doesn't flash out. Probably would have E-flashed onto Aphelios as well. Make sure you're E-flashing instead of flash-Eing. It's different. Nice. Not nice. Still got his flash, though. I mean, that is a good trade. Alright, so we get our second Baron. This game is a little bit of a curb stop, I'm not going to lie. Alright, now we're just going to be diving him with our second Baron. Walking it in.
That's a fucking big diffy in the...
Dude, I love how he doesn't know how to say it, man.
Say sippy, suppy, how to fuck you.
He said that's a big diffy in the... And then he goes... He's like his brain was searching for the word. Diffy and the siffy, boys. Diffy and the sippy. Support diff. Also, that's... Turret does true damage, bro. Alright, so that's the TYLER1 Leona game, guys. This was fun. This is a fun video to wake up and make. I had fun, and it's time for me to go play some games. Twitch.tv/Ioki. But guys, let me know if you guys want to see me do more games more videos like this. I thought it was interesting. Honestly, Tyler, you played way better than I thought you would. If I'm being completely honest, I 100% expected to sit down here and watch a game where he goes like 0-21 on Leona. But he was actually pretty smart about it, which, you know, really shouldn't surprise me because he did play a lot of bot lane and he is a very, very aggro player. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Take it easy, boys. Peace.